Solo Leveling Season 2, Episode 7, now out. Let's talk about it.
俺は成長し続けられるから。
So the newest episode of Solo Leveling is now out for you guys to go and check out. Now, obviously, last week's episode smashed, absolutely smashed the records, man. It broke the internet. To think Jinwoo versus Tusk would have broken the internet. Episode 6 was not on my bucket list for 2025. It only makes me think what is going to happen when we get to the Jeju Island at the end of this season. It's going to be mental. It's going to be. I think even the next two episodes could do it. If episode 6 is doing it, the next two are going to be crazy. So we pick up where we left off. Now we have this episode is all about Jinwoo going in and getting reassessed. That's the whole thing. Now, last week we got introduced to a character that was going to be assessed at the same time. And this character is an actor who is now becoming an A-rank hunter. And why does he want to be an A-rank hunter? Because he wants the scandals and everything like that to just disappear. So he thinks 2 years with the Reapers Guild, I chill. I act like, I'm a hunter now. Everyone forgets that. And then I come back as an actor. Scandals all done and everything like that. But man totally forgot. Didn't even know. As he got the press conference all there, our boy Jinwoo, Mr. Aura himself, turns up and he's like, what's going on? Like, I'm just here to get reassessed. And it takes the chairman to come out and go, look, stop. He's with me. He's my guest. Goes in there. And this is where he starts to do the assessment. So obviously we have the White Tiger Guild leader, the president, and the Hunters Guild president there as well. So they both really want Jinwoo to join their guild. Now, as he's doing the reassessment, this is where he summons the shadows. And these two freak out over the magic that is coming. The power alone coming from Jinwoo is so overwhelming. And the White Tiger Guild president even makes a comment of, this is actually shaking me. Like, this is crazy. And the thing is, he has now noticed that something is not right with Jinwoo. Something's not right because when he came out of the Red Gate that in the very first episodes, he was powerful, but now he's even more powerful. He's even stronger. And so he's starting to try to figure out like what's going on. And there's a scene in this episode where he actually says, is Jinwoo a hunter that just constantly gets stronger? Is that even possible? So you have that going on. Now, obviously, Jinwoo's now the 10th rank hunter in Korea. 2 years after Chai got hers, he is now the next one. So everyone is like, what's going on? His sister finds out and it's just crazy time. And he's like, oh man, I didn't want this. But it's crazy because when he actually disappears out of there, this is where they're all like, whoa, what's just happened? Especially the two presidents. They're like, this is going on. And the White Tiger Guild president, man, he is like, I couldn't even keep up with him. Like, this is just crazy. So we have that all going on. We also have the stuff with Jinu, who's talking to his dad. And his dad's like, I thought you were going to run my guild. What's going on here? And this is where he was offered by Jinwoo to come and work with Jinwoo for his new guild that he's going to create. Now, they did cut a few things here out of this episode that are in the manhwa, as far as I'm aware, regarding this conversation with Jinwoo and Jinu about it. So, I would have liked to see a little bit more of that conversation and that, but it is what it is. Now, so he's now been kicked out of his house. Well, he hasn't been technically kicked out. He chose to leave. It's like sort of his thing of accepting his punishment. So he's now going to go, hang out with Jinwoo and stuff like that to build this new guild that they're going to do. Meanwhile, Jinwoo is like, yo, I'm going to take things into my hand. I've got to go back to that demon castle. He goes and gets some new gear. And this is where we see the sheer power of him when the guy makes a comment about, if you break glass, you can have it for free. And Jinwoo's like, okay, let's do it. And he's ready to go. He doesn't actually do it, but he actually shatters the glass. He cracks the glass without even touching it. So you can see the sheer power that is coming from Jinwoo right now. So he gets his gear that he needs and he heads into the castle. And this is where we see Tusk use the orb. We see its power with him. And he's just obliterates this thing. So it's really cool. That moment where he puts on the gear as well with the ring and the actual cloak as well that helps him from the fire is brilliant. I really, really enjoyed that. It's just animated beautifully. That shot by Tusk was freaking awesome to see. So as he's in the demon castle, what is happening is his shadows are getting eliminated. And he's kind of think, okay, this is a bit strange. My high orcs should be strong enough to take care of these demons, but something's not going on. So he's noticing that, and then he notices that Tusk hasn't been attacked, so which is a sign of intelligence. So they're going after tank next, and this is where we get introduced to these demon knights that are there. Now they start taking them out. Jinwoo obviously takes out the other ones, leaving one left. And the big cliffhanger is Jinwoo going up to her and saying, do magical beasts feel fear? I have my answer. That shot is just absolutely incredible. But if you've read Solo Leveling, you know which character is about to be introduced, and I'm excited to see this character. I think a lot of us are going to be excited to see it. I think this is going to be a character that's going to become a fan-made, well, not a fan-made, but a fan favorite, character moving forward. But also in this episode, we got some seeds planted for what is to come as well. Now, there is going to be a scene, I think it might be in the next episode or two, regarding that flying ant. So you see that flying ant. This is the tease for Jeju Island. That's the tease. That's the whole thing that gets everything in motion, is this flying ant. So you see this flying ant land on this island, and it's looking at these two hunters. And then that's it. So that's the tease for what is going to come at the end of the season. And I'm telling you now, get ready for the scene for that flying ant and just what it does. Because it is bloody, it's brilliant, it's just, its brutality is on another level. So they've planted the seeds here, and it's exciting. So this episode was very much a more down slice of life, not really a slice of life, but more like that downtime episode that, we just had a gigantic fight with Tusk, like this unbelievable fight. So you got to kind of chill things down, setting things in motion, have characters interact with each other. So you have that moment, and obviously there's a thing with Jinwoo's dad as well about the eternal sleep, the eternal what's it called, coma that people go into. And now we know why they go into it, is because if you have someone that is a hunter and and you're exposed to it, and you have a low tolerance when it comes to mana and magic, you actually have no resistance to that. You're going to fall into this coma. So we're starting to learn. So that's what happened with Jinwoo's mum. So now with Jinwoo trying to get this, this potion going so he can save her, what could potentially happen in the future? You're just going to have to wait and find out. But again, another solid episode, animated beautifully. Next week's episode is going to, the next two episodes are going to be absolutely banging, man. I'm telling you, you guys are in for an absolute treat. It's going to be insane. There's going to be a lot of action in the next few episodes, and everything is pointing towards those final two episodes. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Did you guys enjoy this episode? Or did you not? Maybe you didn't like this episode. Maybe there's some things they cut out that you wanted to see in this episode. Let me know what you guys think. I want to hear your thoughts. Smash that like button for me and click subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.